Are we up? Are we doing it? Hopefully we're doing it. Are we live? Hello? Testing 1, 2. Let me get my drink. Oh, I need my drink. Oh, I need my drink. My fucking drink. Okay, everybody. We're gonna play some more Sonic Adventure. And wrap this whole crazy mess up. It's been a crazy day. Julian just went to bed. He slept for most of the day because he was pretty out of it. So it's just gonna be me. Julian's in bed now. We're probably gonna go record something tomorrow. We recorded yesterday. It was an okay session. We're gonna be recording a bunch this week, so we'll have a lot there. So yeah. We're gonna be doing Tails, followed by Knuckles. I think followed by Gamma. I'd rather do Gamma than Amy. I think Gamma's actually fun. A lot of people complain about Gamma. I think Gamma's actually fun. I don't mind Gamma. I do not like Amy. I think Amy is the worst part of this game. Worse than Big, because Amy takes a lot longer than Big. I saw people saying too, like, I think this game is objectively better than 2. I didn't say that. I think I personally prefer this over 2. But a lot of the reasons that I prefer this over 2 is because I like breaking this game. And it's why I can have such a fun time playing it. Why up so late? Because we're in different time zones. But oh god. What a thing to be greeted by. Hi Big. I didn't like playing as you. I'm not gonna play as you again. Did the donations text always jump? Yeah, it always did that. Another thing to know is any donations we get this stream, since we're getting more things ready, we're actually going to be trying to save up for 64 dual disc stuff now, because we want to do Mario Artist. We actually would like to play that on Anyplays. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing, the money will be going towards microphones still, because those are very expensive. So that's what money's going to go towards. The 64DD stuff's actually really exciting to me, because I can't think of any Let's Plays ever on the DD. For people who don't know, that's the 64 dual, is it the dual disc drive? It's disc drive. It's the, it was an add-on that only came out in Japan. It's, if you ever saw your N64, you probably noticed that you can actually pop the bottom off, and there's a little slot there. That's because there was an add-on that was planned. It was going to be coming out over here too. It ups the system power, and a lot of games were actually planned to be developed for it, and then ended up just not, because it flopped. It was a big flop in Japan. People didn't really buy it. And because of how unsuccessful it was over there, they didn't bother bringing it out over here. And it's the disc drive, yeah. I don't know why I said dual disc. I think that's because I heard somebody say that to me before. It's got a few games for it, but not many. In fact, almost nothing for it. There's Doshin the Giant is for it, Doshin. I don't know how you pronounce it. Dual Disc is Yu-Gi-Oh! That's probably why I heard somebody say it. What else is there? There's that. There's the F-Zero expansion kit, which is just F-Zero X, but with a lot of new features. You can make your own tracks for it. You can make your own vehicles for it, and it's pretty cool. There's a bunch of Mario Artist games, which is kind of like Mario Paint, but also not really. And that's the big reason we want to play on Oni Plays, is for all of that. And right now we're taking a shortcut towards being able to record the DD. We're getting an EverDrive, and we're getting all the accessories for the disk drive, so we can at least play Mario Artist, but we're not going to be able to take full advantage of it unless we have the actual hardware, which is extremely expensive, so I don't know if we're going to go all in on that. Microphones are more expensive. Microphones are like, oh my god, I forget how much we're going to be spending. It's a lot. It's a lot we'd have to be spending to get microphones. They're, I forget what, or I was going to say Julian, what Chris told us they are in terms of price, but they're a lot. But we're going to be able to at least play Mario Artist. I got a mouse ordered and everything. We went through with all of that. So we're going to be at least showing off most of Mario Artist. And we'll probably be doing F-Zero. There's some other games on there, not many though. I know there's a golf game, there's a SimCity game. Is that it? But anyways, let's play. How much did you get in the past week? A good amount. A cut gets taken from donations because of what I'm using for a service, but it's so little, it doesn't matter. We got enough to get a microphone, and we're hoping to get 2 microphones with a mixer. Essentially, we can have a setup here. We can have a setup at... I think we want to have a setup here, because Chris has a sort of a setup at his place, but Chris's setup is not as ideal as having one here, because here we can be louder at night than we can at Chris's place. Chris has gotten repeated noise complaints, so we'd like to have a setup here. Also, I have to kill a bug that just landed on the TV. Okay, I killed it. Hopefully that didn't bump the mic. Can everyone still hear me? So Sonic just saved Tails from sitting on a beach. Wow. I hear 2 Tails. Well, guess what? You're gonna keep hearing them. It's the echo from my TV. If I got a new microphone, there wouldn't be an echo. Repeated complaints, didn't he just move? He sure did. There's a lot of noise in that apartment complex. The walls are very thin, so he's gotten a lot of noise complaints. Oh, it's his plane? Wow. Wow. What a waste.
Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins, and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
Why they take a train anyways? They're fast enough, they don't need a train. Oh baby. It's oh. Oh no, Tails isn't as fun! There's no spin dash. The spin dash is the best part of this game. Without the spin dash, it's not as fun anymore. Oh shoot. Oh, that's not good.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
You need a charm. Is there an upgrade for it? I don't remember playing as Tails too well. Oh wait, is there an upgrade I can already get? Is that what people are saying? I can go look if there is one. It's in the sewer area. It's always in the sewer area. Okay, I'll go back. This better be a spin dash upgrade, because this game is not fun if you can't spin dash. The spin dash is the only reason I like this game. That's not true. The movement in general I kind of like. Wow. Can I go here? Well, I sure can. The camera doesn't want me to.
Look, it's your jet anklet.
Oh, of course! I remember that. You know, the iconic jet anklet. Tails always had that. I liked how goofy the upgrades started looking in Sonic Adventure 2. Knuckles has a thing always around his neck, and he has sunglasses on. Okay, so I got what I can only get right now. Isn't in the other sewer. Well, I can't go there because there's a roadblock. Yeah, Knuckles will get sunglasses. Knuckles will get sunglasses, and he has the little thing around his neck for swimming. Look at this.
Well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
I am Dr. Robotnik, the most cunning scientific
Which is it?
Yeah, right, Dr. Eggman.
enough. I've been working on
I like that that was their introduction to just giving him his Japanese name. Was that they use it as an insult.
That usually means trouble coming from you.
Give me that Chaos Emerald, or else.
I'm surprised they were able to make that change, and people just kind of accepted it. I guess that's not true. I remember James Rolfe complaining about it. I guess people who just really never touched any of the games beyond the Sega Genesis get irritated by it. But people who played Sonic Adventure were pretty accepting that, okay, his name's Eggman now. Oh yeah, Tails was the one who fought him. I forgot. Sonic Adventure soundtrack or Sonic CD Japanese soundtrack. That's a tough call. There's more songs than the soundtrack. So, I don't know. That's hard. Maybe the soundtrack? Japanese Sonic CD soundtrack's really good though, so I don't know.
He's not gonna get away with this.
Yeah, come on.
All systems.
Okay. Well, he's dead. Oh, die hard. Did you see the breast physics on his ears? Now hand him the Chaos Emerald like you do.
That was just too easy.
Gotcha.
See, in his story, he takes it in the opposite direction. In Sonic's story, he just pulls it out and hands it to him. And there's the one butterfly back there.
Chaos could use a little snack.
Chaos.
Man, this game is as bad as the GameCube as it is on the Dreamcast. I'd say it's messier on the GameCube. They upped the frame rate to 60, and because they did that, the game's code isn't properly worked around that, so it's even buggier a lot of the time. It's easier to break it. They did fix a bunch of bugs, but it also introduced a lot more problems. It's also uglier somehow on the GameCube because they, I guess that's debatable. The new character models are better, but they fucked up all the lighting in the game with the GameCube one. Also, what's weird is that everything is like a port of a port of a port of a port at this point now. There's not a single port of the Dreamcast version. It's always a port of the GameCube one. And some of the ports I think are based on ports of the GameCube port. So it gets really out of hand what they've done with this game.
And he can be if we keep him away from more emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
I said it before, this game is it's a lot buggier and rough around the edges than 2 is. I personally like it more just because its movement is just so ridiculous and so loose that you can do pretty much whatever you want in it. That's why I enjoy it. They designed a lot of environments with slopes. I remember Adventure 2 had a lot of just flat areas for the most part. Yeah, we'll see if I by the way, I'm just being dumb right now. I'm just screwing around.
You have the Stone of Wind. Gusts of strong winds are known to blow in the caves.
Okay, I'll find the Stone of Wind. It's like the Bone of Scone. So it's probably back at Station Square, I'm guessing, or is it by my place? I'll look at my place because I remember I ran past that last time. This is where it was in Sonic's. Yep, there it is. And now I'll go take it to the right spot. Chris said he hates this song. I actually like this song. God damn, the final was disappointing. I think...
You should be able to find a shortcut if you fly.
Is he Fat Albert? Also the camera. Can't forget that. You're right, you can find a shortcut if you fly. That was a shortcut, alright. Whoop. Sure was a shortcut. The finale was more disappointing just because the season itself ended up so disappointing. The ending feels much more rushed than it needs to be. What's the point of this game then if you just fly over everything?
That wasn't too
I don't know. It's fun doing it. It's fun jumping off a cliff and just skipping everything. Yeah, Sonic is a cheater. He absolutely cheats. I mean, you saw I just jumped over the entire level and he caught up. It's funny too, they think like, oh, use the speed rings. And you go, no. I can just jump over the whole stage, why would I use them? I said it earlier, I'm very suspicious of what happened with Samurai Jack. I'm very much sure what ended up just happening there was that the season ended up,
The train headed for the Mystic
I just hit
Ruins will be
this.
departing soon.
I guess so. I think that, do you have to race on this one? How does this one work? Yeah, that's what I figured. I feel like they, you just see what happened with Sonic? Or that wasn't Sonic, was it? Was it just an animal? But, strange how the first 3 episodes are really, I guess 4 episodes technically. The first 4 I think are pretty well animated for what they were. Although the first 3 I think are the strongest. It's strange how all these episodes are so polished in terms of animation. They look great. They're written pretty decently for what they are. There's a solid structure going on. Seems like they have a lot planned out, and then suddenly everything starts getting rushed and ends up really sloppy. I think that something happened during development. I feel like they had a few episodes ready, and they had to just push it ahead. Yes, the second episode I think was the absolute best of the season. One of the best in the show, I'd even say. It was that good. And it's true that Samurai Jack never really had continuity beyond the first 3 episodes in season 1. It was just kind of, I've said it a billion times, it's like an adventure serial. You're supposed to be able to hop in at any point. It doesn't really matter. And I've heard some people say like, well, that's what the last season should have just been doing, with little pieces here and there leading into an ending, which that could have worked. But I think it could have actually worked with continuity too. The first 3 episodes were really, really good. It's something that could have actually worked, but the way they ended up going about it and just how rushed it felt, not really. That last episode also, it didn't. Just how they were using time in the episode too. 2 minutes of the beginning of the episode is just dedicated to showing all these characters watching a TV, and then you get to see the old introduction just put on a bunch of TV screens. It's also stretched in the widescreen. I thought that was funny. Hey Kareem, can I visit you?
The train headed for the
Okay.
Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
No spoils, please. Well, go watch it then. Don't watch this, go watch it. Yes, Cream is animated at a very low frame rate. Oh, there's a car here. That guy just... Is he walking on the car? What the fuck? What happened to him? What are you doing? How do you do that? What? What? What are you doing? How are you doing this? Oh my god. Okay, well anyways.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins ruins will be departing soon.
But I know people hate hearing me like respond to stuff during streams, but I'm just gonna throw it out there because this is gonna kind of end all of this now. I already said I think, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I kind of said how I'm gonna, why am I going this way? I'm not gonna be really listening to, I'm going to be listening to feedback, but to the extent I was doing it, I was hamming it up just to kind of show what happens when people kind of try to meet up with that ideal for Let's Players, because a lot of people say they want these things, but it's not that realistic it's not realistic of an expectation, especially for a Let's Play channel where it's just people sitting on a couch. There's only so much people can really do. So I was just kind of trying to show that by how much I was reacting to it. And it's up to you if you wanna accept that. People still think Julian has a glass eye, but that's why I made a tweet earlier just saying like, hey, if you don't like hearing my thoughts on things, you probably shouldn't be following me, because I mean that's what I'm going to be using Twitter for, outside of posting things I'm working on and sometimes stupid images. It's what does that sound? Someone was telling me earlier that they unsubscribed because of how I'm too negative about things, and they were getting mad about how I was talking about Samurai Jack. But I was pretty in the middle about Samurai Jack, and it's made the realization even more clear. I think it probably is just a byproduct of people coming over from Game Grumps. I think a lot of people just expect, Sonic, are you done talking? I think people just kind of expect full positivity, that you can't be saying anything even for a moment of how you actually feel. You need just fake positivity around everything. I'm not gonna do that. Even things I like, I'm gonna say what I like and dislike about things. I'm not gonna hold off on that. In videos, I'll try to avoid actual like big discussion, since people just want to watch those for jokes. But during streams and on Twitter especially, I'm gonna say how I actually feel about things. So if you actually don't like that, I suggest you probably just unfollow. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna pretend. Oh my God, is he done talking? Jesus, is he done rubber banding too? I actually don't know how you're supposed to go faster on this one. I just hold this button down. He's so happy when you get in front of him. He says, "See you later." Anyways, point is, the people who are saying I'm overly negative, I think it's people who just don't want to hear it, period, which, I'm sorry, that's kind of an unrealistic expectation anyways. I'm not gonna pretend everything is absolutely flawless, or just bite my tongue altogether. I'll say what I think. Like, if I'm always gonna take the pros and the cons of something. It goes for things I like. I've said it with Mario 64. I've said it with this game. I have a lot of fun with this game, but I can openly admit it's not a good game by any means at all. It is a broken mess. But it's part of why I have fun with it. I kind of like that it's a broken mess. I have advice, stop giving a fuck about your audience. I just said it now. Maybe you should have listened to the words that came out of my mouth. I just said. It's a piece of shit. I wouldn't go to the length of saying it's a complete piece of shit. I think part of the problem with this game is just how rough around the edges it is. It's not an outright piece of shit, I wouldn't say that. This is more playable than Sonic 06, and that's more polished in a lot of regards. It's just really, really sloppy. It's really buggy, it's really broken, but it's completely playable despite all of that. And at least it's fun to take advantage of the movement in this, which Sonic should be all about that, so it at least achieves that. Oh, do I not do this yet? Okay. But that's just like final closure here, because I guess I had to make it kind of clear, especially after earlier. And I guess no one read the tweets that I made a couple days back saying like, hey, I was kind of hamming this up. Maybe go Twinkle Park. I'm just kind of like wandering now. Where's Tikal to tell me where to go? Yep, he did it again. Oh my god. I thought that was Fat Albert for a second. I feel like a moron. The fire hydrant, when it was obscured like that, I thought it was like a tiny little Fat Albert. What is wrong with me? Okay, so that means I have to go back to Mystic Ruins. I came here for no reason. But things like that can make a game feel much sloppier than they actually are. Janky animations with no transition between them. Oh, I see. Look who it is.
Hey, Knuckles, what's up?
That's what Sonic's supposed to say.
What are you doing, Knuckles?
What are you doing, Knuckles?
Just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick!
No way, Knuckles.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Give it! Oh no!
Get. Oh no.
Whoa! Oh no, the emerald!
Whoa.
And they're all mine.
Eggman's back! He's got the emerald!
You two are fumbling idiots. You know that.
Hey, those are the Chaos Emeralds.
You are so easily tricked. All I did was wait for you to bring it to me.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
See, Sega, you could have made it a more mature game. In that scene, Tails should say, "What the fuck is going on, anyways?"
Four! Count them! 4 emeralds. I summon chaos. Come forth! Tom.
That's reference.
Oh no!
Oh, that was the stupid Shmorky cartoon, wasn't it? That wasn't actually meant to be a reference. That's the thing people would actually say, "I'm sorry." That whole animation has plenty of layers of irony to it because it's exactly the kind of thing that Shmorky was all about. That's probably why it was made. Hills has strange lighting on him in this area. What's Shmorky doing now anyways? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Lighting on Tails looks like ass. It sure does, but it's better than him being full bright like he is in some areas. What the fuck? Is that just stuck on screen forever? Okay, it's gone. That was weird. Everyone see that? There's like a little blue puddle stuck on my screen. How long was the Game Grump series for this? Because everyone kept bringing it up when I was streaming it. It's like 100 something episodes, I would imagine. "56 episodes. Not as bad as I thought. "56 episodes. Oh, were there donations? Okay, I'll check the donations now. Holy shit. I haven't been looking. Alright. Benvolio donated $1.54 and said, "But hello you." Oh, I guess you're Guru Larry. Fomar donated 10 and said, "Hey." Hi Fomar. Emilio12800 donated $1 and said, "Maybe a little too sudden or not, but have you seen the last episode of Samurai Jack? If you did, what are your thoughts on it?" Disappointed, but not by the episode itself. I'm disappointed by how it perfectly met up with what I thought they were going to end up doing. And what I thought they were going to end up doing was rushing it and focusing around. I said it weeks and weeks back that I kind of expected the Scotsman and all of his daughters to only show up in the final episode, and it was going to be a big battle with all the original characters. That Ashi sacrifices herself and ends up dying. Like it was exactly what I expected. I'm just sad that it was not only just poorly delivered in what I expected. It's not a good thing to expect anyways. It's kind of the most obvious way of going about it, and it's not going to have much impact because it's what you thought it was going to be. But then it's just so rushed. It's so slapped together and rushed. There was no build up into it. It just kind of happens and it's over. The season was not used effectively. The episodes were not used to their fullest, and like I said, I'm very suspicious. I am very, very suspicious of why it turned out this way, because the first few episodes are phenomenal, and then out of nowhere the quality drops. I think they just didn't have a big budget for it. I think they were given harsh time constraints, and I feel like the network kept holding back more and more on them, making them cut back on it. They probably wanted more episodes too. They probably wanted more than 10 episodes, but that's what they got stuck with. And I remember Julian was saying at the end of it, if she disappeared, he wouldn't remember her then, because she doesn't exist. But,
This area sure has changed after they built this station.
that's lore. That's some backstory. They only recently built this train station. Christian Esparza donated $1.48 and said, "Oh, hi, Mark. Having a bad day today. What's with the wife and kids and work? Then I see you on. Thanks for making my day. Sorry it ain't much." Well, thank you, Christian. With a Y, who's texting me.
This area sure has changed after
Oh,
they
it's
built
Matt.
this station.
He went back to sleep. Okay. Shiverjaw donated $5 and said, "Are you ever going to play Garfield Attack of the Mutant Lasagna again on stream?" I sadistically loved watching you suffer.
This area sure has changed after they built this station.
Shiverjaw, I don't. Which probably makes it all more confusing for it. But anyways, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play Attack of the Mutant Lasagna because after we did that stream, some random YouTuber picked up on the game because that stream was somewhat popular and did a big video on it saying like, whoa, it's so cringy and weird and bizarre and haha, how did this come to be? So it's like, okay, oh, the magic of this game's been ruined, thank you. So I don't want to really touch it again. It's actually decently known at this point now as a project. But thank you for that. Thank you for the donation, Shiverdraw.
This area sure has changed after they built this station.
Tom Zazzo donated $3 and said, "Go buy some ice cream, my sweet boy." We got some a few days ago. Amin donated 30 and said, "Get that DD, homie." Amin, you don't have to do that. Amin, you should be saving up. You should come out here again and go to Curry House. Teddy Treebark donated $1 and said, "Anything helps, right? If you don't mind me asking, did you have a crush on a character when you were younger?" I remember when I was 6, I told my brother I liked Tron from Mega Man Legends and called me a faggot for not thinking what was the obvious best. Come on, this has come up repeatedly now. I don't think I need to go into this again.
This area sure has changed after they
I'm not gonna humor it. I made a tweet about this long ago. Anyways, thank you for the donation, Teddy Treebark. Gashingu donated $3 and said, "Well, I think you're doing just fine. I respect that you're trying to do better for yourself. Keep up the good work and stop being a contrarian." I didn't know I was a contrarian. Oh my god. Is it Bridar? Bridar? I think it's Bridar. Oh my god. Bridar donated $100. Bridar. Bridar said, "Loving seeing you on Oni Plays. Never knew you stream. Hope this money goes towards something useful." Bridar, thank you. $100. Bridar, you didn't have to do that. Especially if you just found the stream. You shouldn't be donating that much money if you don't even know what this entails yet. But thank you. You didn't have to do that. It'll be going towards microphones though, and if we have a good recording setup here, we can probably record episodes here and even stream from here. Yes, I get it. And Tails. It's pretty good. When did he get a sub button? Do I have a sub button now? Wait, do I actually have a sub button on here? Because I didn't have one before. I didn't actually apply for a partnership. Do I actually have a sub button on here now? Let's go to Twinkle Park. You can't. Okay, so do I still have to be in the Mystic Ruins? Or what? Or what? You got japed. No. Oh. I got double japed. Oh, it shows a blank sub notification. That's because Twitch Alerts fucks up sometimes and shows that. Enable bits. Oh yeah, I can do that. I am affiliated. I can do that. Do we go here? Yep. What the fuck? Why'd he fall down?
Sonic, wait
See, look at that. You get to see this cutscene from a different perspective. Aren't bits fucking useless? They were when they introduced them. I don't know though. I haven't read up. Are they still useless, everybody, or are you able to actually like cash it out? Bits give you money now. Okay, I'll enable them after the stream then. Because when they introduced them, they were completely worthless. You could not cash them out. It was like Twitch just trying to find new ways to make money. But I remember when they introduced the affiliate thing, they said there's a lot of new things to support streamers. So I think that's what I figured, was like, yeah, now you can actually cash them out. How about that? They're actually doing things to help support creators, unlike YouTube. I wish there was a point of these. These stages are just kind of boring. I would imagine Twitch takes a big cut from bits. This is Gummy Ship before Gummy Ship. And this seems to have more to it than Gummy Ship stuff. Well, I guess that's not true, because you can't customize this. Gummy ships are really boring, though. I genuinely hate the plane segments. I don't know. I just think they're boring. I don't really get irritated with them. That's what sucks, is that moments like this are in there. Because at least when you're in levels, even bad levels, you usually can break them and they can end up being fun. You just can't do anything here. Like I said, that's why I gravitate towards this over Sonic Adventure 2. In this, you can at least break the game a lot and make it more entertaining when something is boring. Sonic Adventure 2, if something's boring, you're just kind of stuck with it being boring. And then on top of that, it's usually not just boring. This game at its worst is boring. Sonic Adventure 2 at its worst is infuriating, and you want to kill yourself playing it because it's so busted. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2's music is pretty much the only reason you play it. Some really good music in that game. Both adventure games have great soundtracks. Oh no. This is like the end of the one Call of Duty game. He's slowly dying. You take your last few breaths. What the fuck? Game itself is not that fun to watch. Well, neither is 2. Aww. They're dating! And now the sky is pitch black. Why does his hair move with his eyes?
Wow, that dream brought back memories. I owe so much to Sonic.
One time we walked together. I really owe him for that.
I'm gonna get that egg carrier, I need to finish my prototype. It needs a Chaos Emerald to work. Looks like I better find one fast.
Yeah, you do that. This area is just kind of relaxing. What did you think of Season 5 of Samurai Jack as a whole? The beginning was fantastic. I loved the beginning. I really did. I was thrilled when it first started. Oh, that's a level, isn't it? Yes, it is. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do this. May as well just do it, I guess. But first 3 episodes were phenomenal. Because I said it before, I had low expectations coming into it. I didn't think it was going to be anything that great. I figured Adult Swim was not going to give them a very solid budget. Oh, come on, just go up to the ring container, you doofus. I wasn't expecting much of it, but those first 3 episodes were amazing. The second one in specific was incredible. It was a really good episode. So, I might say that too. I might actually say that the first, specifically that second episode, I would say that was better than almost any episode of Samurai Jack previously. It was that good. So just for that, I can at least say good things came from it for sure. It's just disappointing that it ended up the way it did overall. After the 4th episode, around the 5th episode, that's when it started just feeling really rushed. Animation quality dropped, writing dropped, everything dropped, and like I said, it's suspicious. I said it too. It's better than anything animated that's on currently. So
No trains are currently in service.
I really like, as disappointed as I am. The reason I'm disappointed is because there was greatness there at the beginning. I'm still glad it happened. And I want to be hopeful. Maybe more can be done with animation now, thanks to Samurai Jack. Because, oh, I guess you don't go here. I figured you went up here. I hope more can happen with animation now, but I don't think that's what's going to be taken from its success. I think what's going to be taken from its success is, okay, this old thing we rebooted did well. Let's just reboot more things. That's probably what's going to end up happening. It's not going to be viewed as a success on its own merits. I mean, clearly I have to do something here. What is it? I feel like a dummy every time I end up in a spot like this. It's also weird to me seeing, there was the one tweet, the joke tweet about, oh, the next gritty reboot, and it shows Johnny Bravo. I don't really consider the Samurai Jack reboot, though, to be gritty in any way. Because it wasn't really. It was pretty true to the nature of the original series. SNK is kind of poo-poo. Why is SNK poo-poo? I like SNK. What makes SNK poo-poo? Isn't this the Chow Garden? Oh, no it isn't. I remembered wrong. I thought the minecart takes you to the Chow Garden. I don't think there's anything over here though, is there? There's gotta be something to do. Because I can't leave. Well, look at that. That was strange. Huh. Trying to remember where to go. I'm sorry, everybody. I actually don't remember this part. I'm not allowed to leave the Mystic Ruins, so I imagine it's something in this jungle area. Yeah, the two pedestals do need keys, so maybe I'm supposed to find those right now. Is that what's up? Ask the hint ball. Well, the hint ball didn't tell me. What are your overall favorite episodes of Samurai Jack? Oh.
Wow! There's a chaos
I guess I was just supposed to wander and find this cutscene.
Hey! Wait up! Stop!
Stow! P? Okay. So he went into this this solid, oh. Okay, I'm dumb. So I get for looking at the chat as I walked in. What the heck? Get in that invisible wall, you dummy. Sand Hills subgame. I imagine more people on Tumblr are going to be mad about the, not just the Ashi relationship. I bet they're going to be upset with the Africans that appeared in the final episode, even though they were like that in the first episode of the show. I'm sure they're going to say that that's really offensive or something. Because you can't stylize characters, no sir. Listen, just because it was okay years ago doesn't mean it's okay now. Something's stinking in here. I hope it's not my laptop about to blow up. I could see it being my laptop about to blow up. It's been on for days because I need to keep my Bimani account going. They were really black. What do you mean really black? They're pure black. They weren't really black, they're pure black. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. Because it's not like that's offensive. It's just that they stylize them like that.
I wonder where I am.
I remember they had that Flash game. Does anyone remember the Samurai Jack Flash game where it was you did all the training as Jack as a kid, and you, what was it, the African, you fought him with a with the pole. Was that the one where there's the archery one I remember was in there. There was the you had to jump across crumbling platforms. I remember the very first Samurai Jack Flash game, it might have even been a Shockwave game, is when it was first premiering, where you just killed the scarab bugs. Look at this guy. Wow. He's very low poly. This looks so strange. Especially when they're running through fucking walls.
Chaos Emeralds. Hello there, friend. How are you?
What were you saying before?
Huh. It's something my grandmother taught me.
Yeah.
I'm never to forget it. It goes like this.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Chaos. Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart.
That's stupid.
The controller is the one that unifies the
Why would...
But I'm still not sure what it all means.
Maybe she should have told you.
But the number 7
Is cool. Is lucky.
same as the number of emeralds there are.
Emeralds?
Emeralds?
Forgive me, but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Tikal. And you are?
Oh. I was just about to introduce myself. Where did this frog come from? Who's this mongoloid? Oh my god. No. Help! Oh my god.
Weird. Now where was I? Oh yeah, the Chaos Emerald. Perfect. This will get my Tornado 2 up and raring to go.
Well, do I just head over here then? Yep.
The time has come at last. This new plane should work a lot better. I've ironed out most of the problems.
Uh-huh.
So, here it goes. Emeralds, do your stuff.
What is the point?
Ready, Sonic? Here I come.
You know, Tails, there's planes that already fly and work. You don't need to do this. Oh, we're in Star Fox 64 now.
Tornado 2, clear for takeoff. Away we go.
It's gonna crash right into that.
There you are, dead ahead. The egg carrier.
Uh-huh. But can we do another shooting stage?
Sonic! Sonic!
All right, Tails. Way to go. This plane's cool.
This plane's cool.
Now, what do you say we nail those guys?
You got it. Hang on.
Great. They didn't take any time out between the last shooting stage. What's funny is I remembered I liked these segments as a kid because I wanted to pretend they were a much more complicated shooting game. I wanted to act like, oh yeah, it's like Star Fox 64, right? No, it isn't. It's very boring. Star Fox 64 is actually a good game. I think that's what happens with a lot of these stages. When you're a kid, you appreciate the variety and you want to act like every single one of these is better than the games you have. This is better than Star Fox 64 because it's in Sonic. No, it isn't. But it was what was successful as a kid. It's what people liked about Crash 3. People really like the variety. But going back and playing it now, I don't like any of the vehicle segments at all. I don't think they're bad. They're tolerable, but I don't think they're very fun. I would have much rather had normal platforming stages instead. Ever play the SWAT Cats game? Yep. Do you remember the Mode 7 boss? And it's just spinning in circles on loop and it makes you want to throw up? Engines fight is good. It goes forever. If you're gonna play the original Star Fox, you should play the overclocked ROM that you can get of it, that it runs at a proper frame rate. Because it's actually not that bad of a game at all if you play it like that. It's pretty fun. But the original is very hard to play thanks to the frame rate. Oh my god. FX chip games are very hard to play because of the frame rate. Stunt Race FX, I love the look of it. I love the box art with the clay cars on it and everything, but that game is hard to play because it runs so poorly. Sonic Adventure 2 is better in my opinion. I mean, it's your opinion. I don't think either one of these are good games. I just think that this one's more entertaining at least. Because you can screw around in it a lot more. Treasure hunting stages in this are more fun. Because the Emerald Raiders, they have 4 levels in this, don't they? Isn't it 4 different levels? And then in Sonic Adventure 2, it's only 3 different levels, and you can only focus on one emerald shard at a time. It doesn't tell you if you're near another one.
This thing is really huge.
This thing is really huge.
No time to gawk, Sonic.
You're right, pal. Let's get busy.
I like this song a lot.
Don't get any ideas, Sonic.
Oh no. Generations is God tier. Agreed? No. I think it's just okay. The NES Sonic's angry.
I hate it when he doesn't listen to me.
A lot of the level design, specifically I guess for classic Sonic in Generations, a lot of it's not too interesting. It's fun enough as a game. I had an okay time with it. I can't say it's God tier though.
Bring it on, Eggman.
If you want God tier, just play the because that's you know I don't know what to say because people want different things out of Sonic games and everyone's always going to be unsatisfied with the series no matter what because the reputation it holds. What I personally want from a Sonic game is I want physics. I want a game with physics and fun giant level designs with lots of things to take advantage of so you can have fun with the movement.
This must be the start.
That's what I want in a Sonic game. And even though this game is a huge mess, it sort of delivers on that because the physics in this are present. There are physics, and it leads to you breaking the game, which is fun. But just the 2D Sonic games, that's what they're focused around. They're about the physics. And the... What the hell was that? Ah! The Sonic CD port on Steam is really, really good. Because it uses the CD... What? CD? My brain's turning off right now, I'm sorry. It uses the Sonic 2 movement, which the original did not do. So it actually plays better on Steam, thanks to that. It's okay, Sonic rubber banded to where I am right now. He'll catch up eventually. Maybe. Maybe.
See you later, Tails.
Excuse me? You weren't here before, Sonic.
Hooray!
Yay! The hell? My god, the camera. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Is this a shortcut I didn't know about? It's not even a shortcut. Did I just go off track? I better kill myself. Whoa!
Come on, Tails.
Maybe that was the right way to go. That was a mess. I went the wrong way for like 20 seconds. Map says otherwise, people. So it made it hard to tell. This is how you usually play the level. It's just going in circles like this. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, they moved it. I did go the wrong way. The little thing at the bottom is not very clear. And then on top of that, that's not where the exit usually is on Skydeck. Oh, Sonic. He's stuck jumping.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Sonic, we should check out the bridge.
I need to watch the OVA movie again. I had that when I was younger. That came out, I think when Adventure 1 came out. It came out on VHS and I had it. I kind of wish the original music that they did for it was somewhere. I know people cut some of the songs off of the movie itself and uploaded it, but I'd like to hear all the original music they composed for it just by itself and not poorly mixed together.
That's the Chaos Emerald. No way.
Be gone, all of you. This is all I really.
I don't remember it being too standout though, especially with the writing, but I remember it being fun for what it was. I mean, it's a Sonic thing, it's not going to be necessarily well written, as long as it's fun. I remembered it being okay. I remember it looking really nice. I remember thinking to myself as a kid watching it, like, hey, this is exactly how I'd like his design to look. Oh, I'm fighting him. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. These boss fights are always fun, aren't they? But, his design, the OVA, is based off the Sonic CD design. I think that was the best point for Sonic. I think that was the best design. I think that was the best direction. And, CD was always regarded as the best one for a while. Over time, people started to realize, like, no, Sonic 3 is probably better, because I kind of agree with that. The original CD, while it's good, the Sonic 3 controls better and has things to offer over it because of that. Runs better. But
I'll find Eggman and put it.
Steam port of Sonic CD, I would say, is better to me personally than Sonic 3, but both are really good. The Steam port fixes up all the issues I have with the original and just makes it into a better game. Also, you can choose soundtrack, which is great. In Adventure 2, is there a hub world? No, there is not. They took it out because people didn't like it, which I don't blame them. I don't mind it too much in this, but it definitely can be annoying here and there. And I get it. I'm sweating really bad because I turned the air off. What the fuck? That was weird. Oh. He's dead. Moment of silence. What?
That's Eggman. I wonder what happened to Sonic.
Yeah?
I'm finished. Chaos was defeated, and now my egg carrier is ruined. No matter. I will destroy Station Square anyway.
By laying on the sidewalk. Oh no. It's a missile that was in the water, I guess.
If that missile is launched,
Ready? Fire!
Uh-oh. If that missile's launched, we're all gonna die. Where's Sonic? No, apparently it didn't matter. Okay, well, everything's fine.
Oh, no, it was a dud. I can't believe this. I'll go and
How many times did they use that voice clip? I can't believe this! They use that everywhere in this game.
missile before he detonates it.
What the heck? What's going on?
I see it.
What? The missiles in the garage?
I've got to get it before Eggman.
Then go do it.
The fate of Station Square depends on me. Sonic! I've changed a lot since I started hanging with Sonic,
What does that mean?
but I can't depend on him forever. I know I can do the fun myself. Okay, Eggman, bring it on!
Okay. Well, I could always do some speed highway.
You think you can keep up with me? Goodbye, Tails.
Okay, bye. Oh god, the physics do not work the way I thought. What? I thought flying would let me go upwards. It still launches you in the direction that you were going. So that was a mistake on my part. Oh, I missed that. Still do this though. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. I could have gone over here though, which would have saved more time. Uh-oh, I got stuck in the geometry there. It was close. Uh-oh. These stages are very easy to break, aren't they? It is fun to break them, though. Oh, I didn't even hit the checkpoint. I think I actually went the wrong way. I don't know what the layout for these are. They seem to just be all over the place. I just like going off in the distance. Like, this probably isn't exactly the right way to go. Yeah, I don't know. In their own way, these are pretty fun to do, just because they're so goofy. Being able to bypass everything is actually a lot of fun. Because you're flying around and going fast at the same time. If it was slow flying around, it wouldn't be as fun. This is pretty enjoyable, so I don't mind it. Oh, it wasn't even close.
That wasn't too bad.
Why is the camera doing that?
Oh no! It's Robotnik! So you beat me to the missile, you little pest.
Are the people actually scared of Robotnik?
I will make you all pay for this.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Get out of here!
Oh no! That big shadow does not look good.
Away, before I make mincemeat out of you.
I'm not scared.
They really tried to make him sound intimidating.
I can do
Yes, I said at the beginning of the stream, there is echo from the TV. You're gonna have to deal with that. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen until I get a new microphone. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, does it say get a load of this on this one? Is there a way I can fight him quicker on this? Or is this one of those where I just wait for an opening? I'm guessing this is one where I just wait for an opening.
Get a load of this.
Is it? How does this fight work? Is this just one I wait for? Oh, that was stupid of me.